Welcome to Stacy Fashion. In this video, you're going to learn how to sew this trending senator top. In my previous video, I have uploaded how to cut it. If you find this helpful, please kindly hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This is going to be a wonderful one. Please follow up as we move into the tutorial. Here with me, I have my senator pieces. I have my front panel, the back panel, the front and back. I have my sleeve panel here. If you don't know how to cut the sleeve, visit the channel. You're going to see a tutorial on how to cut a sleeve. And I also have other pieces ready. Here I have my back panel. I have already held the darts, the slits. I closed some parts with loose stitch, in which I'm trying to loosen the stitches. Of course, this is so simple to do. I know you must have come across it if you are an advanced learner, but for beginners, if you want to know how to go about this, kindly comment below so that I can upload a video on this. So I'm removing the loose stitch so as to bring out the design that I want at the back panel. Then for the tight stitches, I will not bother removing it because it is there for the purpose of creating the design. So after removing the stitches, this is what I have, and before then I've already ironed it down. So this is what I'm trying to say. See these openings here? They are just designs. So let's move right on. As I have created this design, the next thing is to put my yoke on it to check if everything is balanced. So that's my yoke there. I have matched it up and it is really what I want. It balances well. Like I said in that video, you will know that when I cut this, I didn't add a yoke. So this is just the only part that will have a yoke. It will not extend to the full shoulder or armhole. So after that, this is how I'm going to place the fabric. I place the back part first. Remember, I am placing the right side of the back panel down, while the upper part of it is the back side. Call it the wrong side. So the wrong side facing each other. Now notice that the back panel is on under while the front panel is on top, and I'm placing it wrong side facing each other. Then I'll now pick up my yoke and put it right side facing the front side. That's the right side of the front panel. I hope this makes sense. If you don't understand, watch the video again. So at this point, I'll match the shoulder perfectly, especially the neck parts. So I'm going to make sure that everything aligns. The three pieces, as the back piece, the front piece, and the yoke, aligns with each other. Now go ahead and run a stitch there on both shoulders. That means I'm just going to run a stitch on 1/2 inch. Remember, when I was cutting, I used 1 inch. So if I'm running a stitch of 1/2 inch, it's definitely going to take away the 1 inch. So I'm done running the stitch, and this is what I have. So the next thing is just to top stitch on the yoke. I'm going to top stitch, the excess fabric that I have after joining the shoulder. So I'm going to top stitch on it to the back panel, not to the yoke, to the back panel. I hope you understand. So this is how I'm top stitching it. After top stitching it, this is what I have, and you can see that the stitches only appears at the back panel, doesn't touch the front panel nor the yoke. So when you're stitching, you just have to be calculative. We don't want to see rough edges or threads all over the fabric. Now I'm going to move over to the neckline. I will top stitch the yoke to the back bodice. After top stitching, the purpose of top stitching is so as to hold the two pieces together. If I were to use to turn it over, I wouldn't have to top stitch it. So after that, I'm going to create my yoke design the way I want to stitch it. Sometimes you may choose to stitch it straight, sometimes you may choose to stitch it 1 inch up or in a zigzag way. Anyhow you want to play with your yoke, even when you are cutting it, you have the right to play with your yoke the way you want it to be. So mine, this is the design I created on it. I went ahead to stitch down, and part of it is up while part of it I stitch it to the last point. So feel free to play around with your fabric. So at this point, I'm just going to assemble my pieces. You can see there are so many pieces that I have to put together. At first, I selected the two side pieces of the right hand side of the fabric, that's the back and the front piece, and I move ahead to select the two pieces of the left hand side too. That's the front and the back piece together. Remember, the side piece, we have 4 side pieces, the front 2 and the back 2. So I'm going to put them together and join them at the shoulder, both the right side of the fabric and the left hand side of the fabric. Just join them together. Like I said earlier, if you have not seen the previous video, it will be difficult for you to understand what I'm trying to do. So try as much as possible to visit that video and watch it carefully. Then you understand the assembling of these patterns together. So at this point, I have notched the center point of my straps. You know, the straps are very long, and I had to notch the center parts, locate it, notch the center part of the strap, located the center part of the shoulder, center shoulder of the senator top. Remember that the joining line is not the center piece. Rather, when you match up the senator and then at the down part of it, you'll be able to locate the center of it on the shoulder. So that's what I did. Practically, I have located all the center parts of it. It's now time to assemble them. So I'm now putting the right part of the strap on where it should be. Now this is how it's going to be like. I'm now matching the center pieces together. I am matching the strap and the bodies and the side piece. First of all, the bodies, followed by the strap, and then the side piece. So this is what I have after stitching them together. You can see it's really coming out so beautiful. So just use your senses when you're just making something like this. If you don't understand it, you really need more explanation. Let me know at which points you understand it and what is confusing you in the comment section. I will really be there to explain more. So at this point, I'm just going to overlock my rough edges and then move ahead to shape them. Before then, let me fix the sleeve so that I can overlock everything at once. So this is my sleeve. I'm going to place the sleeve, locating the right side of the sleeve to the right side of the senator top. So after matching everything, I move ahead to stitch them properly. So I notch the center and match it, and then I go ahead to stitch them. Really, this outfit was a little bit like logical. You need to use your brain, you need to think of it, how it is made, and reason well before you can figure it out. I have other videos in the channel. You can just check on them, then you can just let me know what to make, another video to make. With this, I would be very happy. Now here it is. I have finished stitching my sleeve. So what I'm going to do is just to overlock it, as I said earlier, and then go ahead and iron it. You're going to iron it. In sewing a man's clothes, it really requires more heat, like ironing more. If you're a kind of person that's not patient when it comes to ironing, please don't make an attempt to go and sew a man's clothes, because you end up making trash. So at this point, I'm just overlocking properly everything that needs overlocking. This is the point I am overlocking it. I love to overlock my work before I do the final closing of the senator. In fact, each step that needs overlocking, that's what I do. And when I'm overlocking, I have to be very careful so as not to overlock other parts of the fabric together with it. If you make such a mistake, oh my god, it's always very painful. So you need to do it carefully. So after everything, I'm just going to shape it now. This is how I have finished shaping the cloth. And you see it's already coming out. It's already giving. The cloth is giving. It is giving, like, oh my god, I'm really in love with this outfit. Making a man's clothes, as I said earlier, you really need patience to create it. It's not like a woman's clothes that you can just do it anyhow and it comes out. But this one really requires patience. Patience in ironing and bringing out a professional work. It really needs patience. So at this point, I'm just going to, go ahead and finish it up, creating my slits and bending it. And at the same time, I have to fix my neck. I have to put the bias on the neck. So here's my bias. I've prepared it already. If you've not seen how to make this bias, check in my videos. You see it in my channel. It's really a nice one, the best professional bias ever. So you see how it's coming out, so unique. So check in my video and you see how it's made. So this is the final look. It came out so beautiful. If you've not subscribed at this point, you have broken my heart. You're hurting me already. And if you did not like this video, oh my god, I feel so low. So go ahead and subscribe, then hit the notification bell, then like this video and share it to as many as possible. Let's know what you need us to do in the next video, because I'm waiting in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. I hope you've learned one or two things. Thank you very much, my dear subscribers and those who are there active in my channel. Bye bye for now.